Hello, hello, hello. Is everything on? Is everything working? Let me check. Do, 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 do. Okay, the delay between my going live and it showing up on YouTube is crazy. There it is. It's like I come in like in the middle of a sentence when I go live on YouTube, even though I've been live on StreamYard for a minute. Anyway, hello everybody. How are we doing? Let me know you're here by saying something in chat. You can tell me what you're working on, where you're from. If you're sipping on anything yummy, have any news you want to share, feel free to drop any and all of that in the chat. Hi, Shatika Woods. Welcome, welcome. Peace and blessings to you as well. And I'm assuming you're a crocheter. Do you do any other crafts? Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Catherine. So how are we doing? What's new? Let me know. Um, I've been a busy little camper, so I have some stuff to show you and some stuff to talk about. You know, the usual. Let's see. Um, my crochet groups have been really, really quiet. Either that or Facebook has decided to suppress a lot of them because I'm not seeing them a whole lot in my feed anymore. Anybody else noticing that? Groups that you normally would see all the time, you never see anymore. Really weird. I have to go looking for them, and I'm a member of so many that I don't even remember how many I'm a member of. So I'm sure that there are groups that I should be going searching for that I'm not because I forget that they're there. But I'm not seeing most of them anymore. So they probably aren't quiet. There's probably a lot going on. I'm just missing it because I don't see the groups. Kathleen is sipping sleepy time tea, working on socks as usual, a shawl, a hat, and a crocheted bag. Gee, you don't have a few works in progress or anything, do you? No, not at all. You could start to compete with me, Kathleen. Catherine is saying she just cast on a poncho by Leslie Friend. It's a stockinette stitch the whole way. Ah, wow, okay. It's so weird to be on the side of knitting. Did I actually understand everything you just said? And you're drinking a polar grapefruit. Cool. I'm on a smoothie kick, so I'm drinking a strawberry and orange smoothie. Well, more like an ice in a smoothie, but it's delicious. The little hand there is the grandkid. She's getting ready for bed, so she can't really come on screen.
Hi.
She's trying to stick her face in there, but she can't. You can't get your face in there.
Bye.
Hi, Yarn again. Welcome, welcome. Let us know what you're working on, what you're sipping on. If you have any news, feel free to share it. I'll tell you said hi, Catherine. I don't know, Catherine. One day I might get brave enough to try to knit something like a poncho, but I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. I think scarves will pretty much be my scarves and washcloths and pot holders. Like I said, I haven't seen much from my crochet groups, but I do have a couple of things I want to talk about. I'm gonna wait to see if more people flow in before I get started. And Yarn again is drinking a Diet Pepsi, working on her shawl crochet. Any particular pattern you're working on, or are you winging it? Hey, VJ. You know the drill. What are you working on? What you sipping on? And let me know if you have any news. Uh, if you hear like noise in the background, my daughter's in the kitchen cooking. We are being very stereotypically black. She's frying chicken at 9 o'clock at night. You have that. She said I have to be a little black in case you missed it. Um, my family has a history of frying chicken late at night. My dad would do it. My dad would be up at 2 o'clock in the morning frying chicken. Why? Because he wanted chicken. Or my mom wanted chicken, so he got up and would fry it. My mom didn't fry chicken. She couldn't stand the fried chicken. My dad, however, would fry it at any time of the day. I'm kind of the same way. Like if I'm like jonesing for some fried chicken at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I will fry some chicken. So anyway, that's what she's doing. So if you hear popping and stuff in the background, that's what that is. Yarn again. It's just a double crochet, no real pattern. Oh, cool. I like projects where you just kind of just start winging it, and you just crochet, and then you just use the stitch that pops into your head, and you change colors when you feel like it. I love doing stuff like that. You don't always have to have a pattern. For that matter, even after pattern, you don't always have to follow it. Catherine apparently thought my comment was funny. And VJ is working on a Jamie Stitch lapgan, and her cup is empty. Your cup is empty, VJ. You came to my chat with an empty cup? Oh, I have my hand over my heart. You can't see it, but oh. But if that's what makes you happy, hey, namaste. You do you. Just messing with you, VJ. Okay, so see what I want to start with. Okay, so I've got some finished. Well, I have a finished object and a work in progress. But let me give you a little background. So it's that time of year. Valentine's Day is rolling around, so everybody's bringing out their heart themed, Valentine themed projects, right? So I was watching. It was Hooked by Robin, and she came out with this very cute, heart pattern, and you could like a stuffed heart, and I thought it was cute, so I started making them. Hi, Nancy. It has been a long time. Welcome back. Let us know what you're working on. If you're sipping on anything, if you have any news, feel free to share it. I'm going to have tea later. Don't want to make 6 trips to the loo tonight. I feel ya. Yeah, I'm drinking this thing, and I'm probably going to regret it, but I'll probably be up till like 3 or 4 a.m., so I pretty much should flush most of it out before I go to bed. Um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was making these little stuffed hearts, and as I was making them, I kept thinking, these are cute, but I don't want to just make a bunch of hearts. What can I turn them into? Well, the grandkid came in and she was like, that she's like, if you put ice on that, it'll make a cute face. And I was like, hmm. So I picked up my hook and I started playing around. And the first one I came up with, if I can get my fingers around it to show it to you, is this little guy. My fingers are in the way. So my granddaughter has already claimed it. I still have a string here. Sorry, I have to tie that in. But here's this little guy, or girl, I guess I should say, because of the bow. Okay. And then I decided, well, it's a bunny in case you didn't guess. And I'm holding it. Her face is not crooked. I'm just holding her weird. But then I decided, well, let's see, who else can I make? So that's my finished object. This is the work in progress. This is going to be a puppy. So I need to finish his face and give him some arms. And then I showed these to my granddaughter, and she was like, "Oh, a kitty." She's like, "Oh, a bunny, a puppy. Now you need a mouse." So I'm going to figure out the mouse next. But yes, these are my little Valentine friends. I can't hold them straight without they're looking all crooked. But I swear their faces are straight. I just can't hold them up in camera properly. So, so that's what I've been working on. So let me see what you guys saying. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Yarn again said, "Oh, thank you, Yarn again." Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Catherine. VJ, that oh my, is that a good thing, a bad thing? I'm not quite sure what that means. Kathleen's like, "Aww." Okay, I'm glad you think it's a cute puppy because the puppy's ears have been giving me fits. You want me to send you one? Okay, thanks, guys. I'm glad you guys think they're cute. I'm kind of proud of them. I think they're cute too. Um, I haven't decided if I'm going to release the pattern form or not. I might. I haven't decided yet. So since I haven't designed the mouse yet, and I need to do stitching on the face, on both the faces, and figure out how to add some whiskers. So technically they're finished, but not really. But they are. You know what I mean? Hey, granddaughter, she has to share. Well, I could tell her that, but there's no guarantee she will. There's a good chance that I will get up tomorrow morning and they will be gone and she will have claimed them, even though they're not completely done yet. That would not stop her, and it wouldn't be the first time she did that to me. Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, I think they're kind of cute. Even my daughter thought they were cute, and she didn't really like anything crochet. But even she was like, "Oh, those are cute." And I was like, "Huh?" So they've been fun to actually design though, because um, I'm relatively new to this whole amigurumi thing. I've only been doing it for like a year, but in this year's time, I think I've made like 10 things now. And every time I make something, I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna do another one? And then I turn around and I do something else, or I design something else. It's just been weird. So I actually kind of do enjoy making them, even though I will grouse about it. So yeah, those are my finished objects and works in progress. I also still have a shawl I'm working on for that's a gift, and I've got two other patterns I'm working on that I'm writing, and I'm writing them as I'm making them. So I have a lot of whips, not a whole lot of finished objects, but I'm getting there. And the reason why the gift isn't done yet is because it uses a large hook, and for some reason, when I'm crocheting for large hook, my arm fatigues faster. So I can only do like a couple of rows at a time. I have to put it down and work on something else. So it's been taking me a while to the point where I may redesign the pattern because I'd hate to think that other people are making this shawl and they're having the same issues that I had on a pattern that I created, because this is a pattern that's actually for sale on my Etsy shop. So I'm considering redesigning it with for a smaller hook size, or maybe it's just me and my issues, and I should just leave it alone. I don't know. Maybe I'll just offer two options. We'll see. Anyway, you want me to do a tutorial? Well, if I do a tutorial, that means I'm releasing the pattern. So, which I'm leaning towards anyway, because they are kind of cute. So, and if I do the pattern, if I do release the pattern, there will be a tutorial, because I try not to release patterns without video tutorials. So, got to say, I totally get that. Those baskets that I was making wore out my hands and arms. Yeah, what hook size were you using for those? I saw that you were using raffia and tape yarns. So I know it's got to be a relatively, at least an 8 millimeter, if not larger. So, okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, do you want me to give you my opinion on ice yarns or what I have to say about Furls hooks? Which do you want to hear first? One's a rant, one's not. Oh, okay, yeah, because that's what I normally use when I use that yarn. And yeah, anything like eight and up works my arm. I mean, you wouldn't think it would, but it really does. I mean, it's probably a combination of the larger hooks, so you have to grip differently, and you're using thicker yarn or tape, whatever. And the combination, you have to. It's not that you have to fight it more. It's just you have to work a little harder. And I think the combination of the two just. And the thing is, and this is the irony of it, it's not my crochet hand that it bothers. It's this arm, the arm that I'm carrying the yarn on. So I don't know what I do, but I get pain in the other arm, not the arm I'm crocheting with, although my wrist was starting to get sore for a minute. But I get pain in the other arm. I don't know. I think I just crochet weird and it just comes off weird. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, yarn again wants the ice yarn. VJ wants the ice yarn. Catherine wants the rant. Nancy wants the rant. Okay, we're tied, but I kind of would. Let me save the rant for closer to the end. So let me do the ice yarn right now. This won't take long, I promise. Anyway, so I ordered from Ice Yarns for the first time. I never ordered from them before, and I ordered last Thursday. I got it Tuesday, so yesterday. So Thursday, Friday, then the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So it took 5 days to go from Turkey to here. Not bad. So I got these. Let me take these comment off. Which I feel must be the ugliest side. Let me show you the nicer side. Which I think are gorgeous. I own them, so I could actually, take them out of the bag. And I am absolutely in love with these colors. Oh my god, these colors are so me. It's ridiculous. It is 100% acrylic. It's 200 grams. 360 meters, which would be like 390 yards. I think. Or just 30 yards. One way, I can't remember which way it goes. Anyway, it's a decent amount of yarn, and there's two of these. Ugh. They're the Aaron cakes, if, in case I didn't say that. I don't think I did.
Oh, you can.
Okay, stop. We knocked stuff over. And then I got some Picasso because most people, when they talk about ice yarns, they're talking about Picasso. That's what you hear about the most. And this is one colorway I got because those of you that don't know, I love me some black, white, gray, variegated, striped yarn. Love it to death. And there's 8 of these in the bag. And then I got another pack of Picasso. In this really cool rainbow. And there's 8 of those. So, I got, hang on for a second, my computer's acting goofy. Okay. So I got 8 of these, 8 of the other ones, and then these. So that's 18 balls of yarn, right? So I paid $19.95 for the shipping. The yarn itself came out to I want to say 21 and change. And then I paid $19.95 to ship it from Turkey to here. And I got it in 5 days. Now you might be thinking that $19.95 to ship a ball of yarn that came in a bag this size might be crazy. But when you actually break it down, and I've heard people talk about this and I didn't really believe them, but it's 18 balls of yarn and I paid $43. That comes out to like $2. It's less than $2.40 a ball of yarn. Where am I going to get this for $2.40? Or am I going to get a bottle of this? Just one ball for $2.40. I'm not, because this is very reminiscent of oh Lord, I'm losing Metallico from Hobie. It's the same ball size, it's the same yarn size, it's the same weight, and Metallico, unless it's on sale, runs like $7 a ball. So put me on the I will pay the higher shipping to get the cheaper yarn bandwagon. I'm convinced. It's a decent deal. What?
Are you already 53 and a half? Because in January you turned 53 and a half on.
At this point, I'm 53 and 11/12.
How about you're 53 and a half?
No, I'm past that. This is my birthday month.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Dance away now. Bye bye. Bye bye now.
This month I'm going to turn 8 and a half.
Cool. Bye bye.
Bye.
She picks the weirdest time to want to ask me questions. In case you missed the question, she was asking me if I was 53 and a half yet. And I was telling her I'm past that because this is my birthday month. So, anyway, I'm definitely a fan of ice yarns. The shipping is worth it. Just ignore the amount and click buy because you're not going to be able to get this yarn for a better price, even at a local store. You're just not. So, yeah, that's why I decided to go ahead and do this because normally when you see people ordering from ICE, they're ordering in gigantic volumes and they're paying $300 or $400 in shipping. And you know, when you're looking at gigantic volumes and that amount of shipping and you break it down, you understand that it's a value. You don't always get that with a smaller amount. So I'm here to tell you that a small order like this, which was basically 3 packs of yarn, was worth the $20 in shipping. It was worth it. So I'm a fan. And oh my god, you guys, this yarn is so soft. I cannot wait to use it. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it, but whatever it is, it's going to be gorgeous. So, anyway, I wanted to share that in case you didn't want to uh, place an order for 15 bags or boxes of ice yarns just to get a deal. You don't have to do that. Even with a small order, it's still a deal. Oh, and I got this too, which I thought was cute. It's a magnet. See, it's a magnet. And there's a little card inside that says, I gotta take my glasses off to read this. It's left over from the New Year's. It's a happy New Year with hope that you will have many blessings in the year to come. You are part of the Ice Yards family. We're giving you, and I've got a discount code for 10% off my next purchase. And there will be a next purchase. Won't be for a while because I'm really am on a low buy and I'm trying to shop my stash. But you know, next time I need some really cool yarn, I'm going back to ice yarns. Okay, so now okay, you guys know that I'm not really a fan of furls, crochet hooks, right? The Odyssey, and I own several, are too heavy. I can't use them. They weigh too much. Also, I'm always afraid that I'm going to drop one and break it because even though I don't use them, I paid a lot of money for them and I am not keen on breaking them. So, the streamline, the wood ones, are too light. Um, it's like I need to feel like I'm holding something in my hands, and the streamline is like I feel like if I flick my arm to the wrong way, the hook will go flying out of my hand. I haven't tried the not ceramic, the enamel ones because again I've heard nightmare scenarios about those being dropped onto a carpeted floor and breaking. So I didn't try. I've never tried those. People have told me they may be a better weight option for me. I may buy one here eventually after I'm done being mad. So why am I mad? Because, as you guys, most of you probably know, Furls came out with steel hooks, right? Well, the first time they came out, they sold out. And they're like, oh, we're going to restock, we're going to restock, we're going to restock. Okay, fine. So I was on the waiting list or the mailing list to be alerted when they got a new set in, a new batch in. Well, last week they got a new batch in. Okay, so at 11 o'clock in the morning, I receive an email from Furls saying the hooks are back in. Hurry up and grab yours now. I was like, okay, cool. I was in the middle of a work assignment, so I couldn't just drop what I was doing right then and there. I wrapped it up as quickly as I could. I jumped on Furl's site. Now, mind you, this was probably, I got the email at 11. I was probably on Furl's site by 12 ish. They were sold out already. I was so freaking annoyed. I just want one question answered. You know how popular those hooks are. You know people have been clamoring and waiting for those hooks to come back into stock. Either you completely misjudged the demand, which I don't know how you could have, because your almost every other question on your Instagram page is when are the steel hooks coming back? Everybody was asking about them. So the fact that it took you 9 months to get more in, just for them all sell out again within an hour. Furls, what are you doing with your life? You literally are called Furls Crochet. You literally pretty much exclusively sell crochet hooks. How could you not ramp up in anticipation for the demand for these steel hooks? Especially after they sold the first time. I, I don't understand why companies shoot themselves in the foot. Because as mad as I was, there were some people that were just incensed. I mean, I was upset, but my life was not going to end because I didn't get a 5.5 millimeter frills hook. But there are some people on that Instagram page that it was like Furls had declared war on them, and they weren't having it. But I don't understand. You know they're popular. You know a bunch of people are waiting for them. Why didn't you prepare for that? Why set yourself up to catch the ire of a lot of your audience and a lot of your customer base? I don't know why at all. So what's wrong? So yeah, a word of advice: if you're going to sell a product and it's proven to be popular, prepare for that. You're just determined to be on here today, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes.
It's kind of hard to rant when she's on screen. So do your thing.
You know what you mean to say.
Well, no, I can't like rant and rave with you standing next to me. It's the juxtaposition of that is just too weird.
Really.
Yeah, really.
I always go and just say hi.
Well, then say hi.
Hi. Um,
Do you have a rant? Do you have something you want to complain about?
no, I says I what the your right, right.
Yeah, see, the rant for her would be that she hadn't had the opportunity to be on the live, so now she wants to be on the live. So here she is for the
Hey,
moment. Oh, now you don't see her. Oh, there she is. Okay, I need you to stop making weird faces.
okay.
If you're going to be on here, then you can at least act like a human. It won't kill you. People are saying hello to you.
Hi.
Okay, Nancy is saying, okay, I had the same rant. It's stupid that they are, and it's ridiculous that they're out already. I mean, literally, I got the email at 11. By noon, they were out of like all the ones I wanted, and by like 12:30, 1 o'clock, they were out of everything. And part of me wonders if like some people aren't buying them and then they're going to resell them, because that wouldn't shock me at all. That somebody bought like all of the popular sizes and they were going to find them for sale on eBay or somewhere. That wouldn't shock me at all. But it also wouldn't shock me that literally that they were just that popular that they sold out. Because you never really know how many that they have to start with. They're very careful not to tell you that because and from being in marketing for other issues, I get the optics of that. You don't tell people how many you had to start with because you know being able to say it's sold out is clout. Even if you only had 100 to begin with,
Oh, hi.
or 1,000, depending, it doesn't matter. If you can say that they're sold out, that gives you credibility. That makes you like, ooh, wow, they sold out of those. They must be really popular, even if you only sold 100. So I get the optics of it. However, it's still a bad look when you can get away with that with the first go around. But when you're on your second and third run of an item and you can't keep it in stock more than an hour, you are not ramping up properly. You are not prepared to service your customers properly. You're just literally just out to make money. That's all you are. Because you know that if you only make a certain number of them and they sell out, that's just going to create more demand for the next batch that comes out. Because people are going to sit around and wait another 9 months for another batch. I may not. At this point, my intrigue of those hooks, I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. But I'm sure there are going to be people out there, because there are people that collect them, that will be sitting around waiting for them to come out again. And there's a very good chance that they will be disappointed again. Why are you modeling a box? It's just a box.
I like boxes.
I know you like boxes. I can't bring a box into this house without you wanting it when you think I'm done with it. Which i.e. what that means is as soon as I've opened it and looked at what's in it, she tries to claim the box.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No,
Yes, it is.
no, it isn't. No.
Kiara,
Bye.
say good night.
Good night.
Go. Oh, stop it. Just go. Good night. Oh. Let's see what else was saying. Okay. Wakey, yeah, she's cute in her own unique, particular way. Some people had hooks in their carts and the hooks were sold out of the. Yeah! Yeah. How does. And the only way that can happen is if somebody was doing batch buying. That's the only way stuff like that happens, is when somebody is buying like several of them at once. So they will pull from carts that are in line behind them to make up their order. So I guarantee that there's somebody selling those hooks for probably twice the amount on eBay or some other site. Did she have a rant? No, she just wanted to be part of the show, literally. Never thought of that. My mind doesn't work that way. They should know how many people wanted them. Yeah, they should have. But now that I hadn't heard about that whole still taking out of people's carts in line, but that doesn't shock me because I would guarantee that there's somebody out there that probably bought like 100 of them. It's marketing, bad marketing, but to get the people to the site and will purchase something else just to pull the customer in it's hardest time for companies. People are not spending after Christmas. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Most people, I'm going to think the people that are trying to buy those hooks fall into one of two categories. They collect Furls hooks, and this is the one that's missing from their collection, or they're just curious and wanted to know, kind of like me, if the weight of the metal hook would be a better fit for them than the Odyssey or the Streamline wood or enamel. I don't think these were just like random people that were shopping for a hook one day. These were target buyers, and they just ticked off a whole lot of them, including me. Oh man, my chat jumping around. Unless they are going to put the price up. Furls or the people or the possible people who bought them in bulk. People buying to sell on Amazon for more than Furls would sell them for. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple of days. I'm gonna check around to see if I find them anywhere. Because if Furls is letting that happen, it's obvious you're just in it for the money and really don't give a crap whether their true customers get the products they want or not at a fair price. Because let's be real, I mean, you're gonna pay enough for them on Furls. Can't wait to see what they'll be on Amazon or eBay or anywhere else. And they should have put a cap on how many in one order. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, almost everybody I know personally did miss out. I don't know anybody personally that was trying to get when they got one. But it's just ridiculous because they knew the demand for those hooks. It's not like people, it's not like they didn't know that they were popular. I mean, come on, they sold out the first time. And people were literally, I mean, on a daily basis, someone would be asking, when are the hooks coming back? When are you getting the metal hooks back in? And why did it take 9 months to get another batch? Did it have like some little what, I don't understand. Are there people like in the back room somewhere that's like sanding the what you need somebody to forge the steel the steel to make them? Um, do we need to go and find the giant dwarf from Ragnarok, Thor's movie, Thor 3 or 2, whatever it was. Yeah, 3. And have him forge the steel to make the hooks? I don't understand. I mean, it's come on, it's a steel hook. We all have like steel hooks. Only difference is theirs is longer and it's shinier. It's not even colored. It's silver. Why is it that boy can make silver hooks ad nauseum in gigantic batches, but Furls can't get one decent batch made? How and why is that a thing? I don't understand. I mean, it's not like they're trying to make a magic wand. It's a crochet hook. It's a steel crochet hook. You mean to tell me you can't figure out how to make those molds and mass produce those hooks? Someone help me make that make sense because I don't get it at all. Ugh. So if they come back in, I may try to get another one. Or I might not. I might be a little bit done with Furls at this point because wow. That was just like it was ridiculous, unnecessary. They've angered a group of people that there's no reason to anger. There's no reason to anger them. I don't understand how they couldn't just make a larger batch. Of course, we don't even know how big the batch was to begin with. There could have only been 10 of each, and they're like, oh, we sold out. But I'm willing to bet that they had made a, we'll say, sizable amount, but not big enough. They didn't make enough. So, a lot of people, me included, and apparently a lot of you in here, missed out on getting those hooks because Furls doesn't know how to ramp up and meet demand. Nancy, you're done. You're not buying any more Furls stuff. I don't know. I know people that absolutely positively love Furls hooks. Again, I'm not a fan because the Odyssey is too heavy and the streamlined wood's too light, and the enamel looks like it would break just looking at it funny. Plus, I'm not that big about the designs. People talk about, oh, the design on this one is beautiful and it's glittering. And somebody was telling me that I needed to go and look at the Aquarius one. Not interested. It did nothing for me. As far as I'm concerned, an Aquarius hook should be purple. This one is not. So I lost my interest from the get go. And plus, I'm not really that crazy about the swirl. So I'm probably done at this point. Okay, so that was my rant. Catherine, you happy? uh, I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about. I mean, that was really my big thing. I wanted to show off my little Valentine animals, and I wanted to tell you what I thought about the whole ice yarn thing. And I wanted to rant about the Furls hooks. Give me my Clover Amazon $39.99 for a whole set compared to one hook on Furls. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I've got a full set of Clover Amours too, and yeah, a whole set of them in comparison to the amount that I was going to pay for one hook. Um, Now, if I'm gonna pay a ridiculous amount of money for hooks, it's going to be Addies or tulips. I love both of those. Excuse me, my nose is running. You can always tell after I've ran it because my nose starts to run, and I get congested. But I'm big on Addies and I love tulips, and I've been eyeing a new set of tulips for a while now. I kind of want the pink ones or the red ones. So they've been on back order. Been kind of hard to find, kind of hard to get. So I think I'm just gonna like focus on those. They're always on back order. Uh, the tulips uh are always on back order, but so are my Addie swings. But I'm used to that. But they don't. I I don't know. What is? Why can't these big companies keep these hooks in stock? Now that I think about it, but for the most part, Addies and the tulip, the Atimos, I'm referring to the most. It's their more popular sizes that are typically to be on back order, like anywhere between a 4.5 to a 6 could be on back order, and those are the ones I use the most. But those are the ones that most people use the most. So it's one thing for like the most popular ones to be on back order, but even when they're on back order, it's only for like a month or so, and then they're back in. It's not 9 months, and it's not for all of them. I mean, that's the total kicker. It wasn't just the most popular ones that were sold out. Every last one of them was sold out. Somebody did a bulk buy. You can't. I'm totally convinced of that. Somebody did a bulk buy, and we're going to find those hooks on sale on Amazon or eBay, or if it was like from somebody from another country, we were not probably not going to see them. They're going to sell them in the black market in the country they're from. But there should have been, as Nancy said, there should have been a cap on the number you could buy. But they didn't do that, and now we're all mad at them, and I'm raining again. You've never had an Addy hook? I love my Addies. I especially love the Addy Maxi Swing. I love this hook so much because I've got, like, pretty big hands, but this fits in my hand perfectly. Yeah, I can hold it down here if I really want to rest my thumb, or as I normally do, I choke up, and they're prepared for that because I can actually choke up on the hook, put my thumb there, and still have a handle and plenty of handle left. So yeah, I love my Addy Swing Maxis. Um, the other Addies, where is it? Hang on, I'm trying to find the regular head. Okay, I was just using it 15 a minute right before this live started. No, I can't find it. It's on this record table somewhere. Hang on. Here it is. So the regular Addy has a really short neck. I still love the grip of it. Still can use it even if I choke up. But that neck is really, really short. So when they came out with the Maxi, I went all in, baby. I have a whole set of these now. So I now have a full set of both. And I love them. And they're my, if I'm not using these, then I'm probably using my tulips. And if I'm not using my tulips or these, it's because I'm using a yarn that is slippery and I need the extra drag. And that's when I pull out my clovers. So those are my three sets that I use the most: Addies, tulips, and clovers. So Addies are a little, it's kind of pricey. You'll pay like, depending on where you get them, between $7 and $15 a hook. Just depends. If you buy the set, you're probably going to spend $150, but that was $150 that was well worth the money because I use them daily, all the time. And I've had this set of Addies for probably 2.5, 3 years, and there's no wear or tear on it. It's the lettering isn't wearing off. The rubber is still intact. It's not, like some hooks where they have like that rubber coating. It gets dirty or it starts to get sticky. None of that. And like I said, I use these hooks daily. And this is my 6th, so I use it a lot. So they are worth the price. I mean, even here's my 4.5 that actually I've had longer than the long neck ones. If you look right here, I don't know if I can get in the camera or not. Get my camera to focus on it. Anyway, there's a part here where my dog got a hold of this and she chewed it, but she didn't get very far. I'm not sure how long she had it, but it's chewed a little bit, but it's still usable. So they'll hold up to wear and tear and dog chewing. So they're well worth the cost. Highly recommend them. 10 out of 10. That's the first time you've seen them? Oh, cool. They are worth the price. Definitely, the Addy Maxis are worth the price. Now it may take a little bit of getting used to when holding the handle because it is definitely the most original handle on a crochet hook. But for me, it was a piece of cake because it fits in my hand perfectly, and I get very little wrist strain working with them. The yarn glides over the hook beautifully. Even slippery yarn works on them. Though it takes a little more patience to use those slippery yarns, which is why I just normally just jump to my clovers because I'm not trying to be patient when I'm crocheting. I'm trying to crochet and relax. Having to be patient with the hook and the yarn that don't want to play together kind of ruins the concept of relaxing and crocheting. So I don't fight it. That's why I have the clovers. So yeah. So Nancy and yarn again. Yeah. Feel free to. Yeah, they're worth it. Whatever the price is, they're worth it. Okay, so that's about all I've got to say tonight, guys. We're almost at the hour anyway. Um, I'm going to continue working on my little animal friends, and I'm probably going to finish writing the pattern because I've been writing the pattern. I just hadn't decided whether I was going to release it or not. So I'm going to finish writing the pattern. I'm going to have to figure out the mouse's ears so that I can include it in the pattern because the pattern is going to. Well, I might go ahead and release the bunny by itself, and then I'll release the dog and the mouse separately as well, and then probably make some sort of bundle for people who want all three. Because the bunny, I could probably release that pattern with pictures tomorrow. So I may do that, and I could do a tutorial on the bunny tomorrow or sometime over the weekend. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, if I release it, I'll have it on my community tab if it's released when it's released. So I'll probably release the bunny's pattern first, and then follow up with the dog and the mouse because I have to configure the mouse's ears. Hopefully, they won't be as hard as the dogs because the dog's ears gave me fits. Because all the patterns that I saw for dog ears were done in the round, and unfortunately, they were all too big for this heart head. Which, by the way, I got the idea from Hooked by Robin, but I had to modify it a bit to work for what I wanted to do with it. So if I releasing the pattern, I'm not really. It's not Hooked by Robin's pattern. It's my own. She was just the inspiration that made me think about making these. I just wanted to clear that up. Um. So yeah, I'll probably release the bunny and then the dog and the mouse later on. So this little guy, its pattern will be out shortly, and then this guy and his friend the mouse will follow. And as you can see, he's only got legs. He doesn't have his arms yet, or any bows or anything like that. I keep saying he. It's pink, but I mean it could be pink and a he. There's nothing that says it can't be. So, huh? Yes, we're not judging. We're an inclusive family. So I keep saying it's a he. So apparently it's a he, and we're gonna run with that. And the mouse, I don't know. I don't know what the mouse will be. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna work on. And I'm also still working with the crochet hooks. So hopefully I'll have an update on those next week. I didn't really get a chance to work on them this week because well, I got inspired by something else, so I worked on it instead. So yeah, I'll probably have something about the crochet hooks next week. So and yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Thanks for being here. It's been great. You guys could have spent that hour anywhere else on the internet, in the YouTube streets, or what have you, but you chose to spend it with me, and I deeply appreciate that uh, to a level that you'll never understand. We are at 445 subscribers, so we're creeping up on 450, which means we're creeping up on 500. And like I told you, once I hit 500, I'm going to do another giveaway. So if you aren't subscribed to my channel and you feel the need that you think you might want to be here, please hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button, could you do that on the way out so that the YouTube algorithm doesn't forget me? Because YouTube algorithm is a fickle, fickle beast. So please hit the like button. And yeah, if I don't see you in the YouTube streets or on Facebook or Instagram or any other places I hang out, I will see y'all back here next week. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Oh, cool, Kathleen. Check them out. Bye, y'all.